but where are you from?
I'm actually from India, but I currently live in New Jersey. That is true.
Okay. Where in India? What city or what town?
I would say my dad was in the military, so I've been moving around in India. But I would say I'm from Hyderabad.
And how long have you lived in the United States? 8 years. And how many times have you been to New York City? What was you doing today?
Oh, so you see my friend there?
Yes.
We are having a girls' day out, so
Okay.
we're here for that.
All right. And how long were you in the city? Just for the day?
Just for the day.
Okay. So what's the get to it? What are you doing?
Well, we're just walking through the city. Whatever we like, we're just getting in, that's it. But we mainly want to see the St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Okay.
That's where we're headed.
Okay, then after that, what's next?
We don't know. We'll
Okay.
see.
All right. I got a couple of questions. Before you got here, what did you think of New York City? What did you know about New York City?
It's all through the movies.
And what's the people in India that think New York?
Grand Central. Grand Central.
Got it.
Oh, that's what we're walking anyway. I'm sure everybody in India has an impression of New York City. Hollywood. And based on that, it looks like everything that happens bad in the world happens in New York City. The aliens come here. But not just being impacted by Hollywood, I would say it's a beautiful city. Everybody should visit it. Once in a while.
So I can say that pretty much had a good experience.
Good.
So, how well do you know New York City?
Maybe 30%. I still have to.
I'm going to ask you. You know New York City has 5 boroughs. You know we're in Manhattan. You got the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. Okay. I'm assuming you've been traveling. So I went to the airport.
No, I went to LaGuardia.
Okay, that's in Queens. Okay. Have you ever been to the Bronx? Okay. Have you ever been to Brooklyn?
Yes.
Okay. And what about Staten Island? Staten Island? Okay.
The least empty Bronx.
Okay. Now, the times that you've been here in the U.S. City, what do you think about New York?
I love it. Very nice people, friendly.
And what would you say about New York City? What's your impression about New York City?
From here, it's just beautiful. Everybody wants to.
Well, next time that somebody asks you about New York City, what are you going to tell them?
Please come and visit.
So who do we have here?
Andrea from Roy.
Okay, Roy, and then that's where?
50-minute car by train.
And that's in where?
It's in Connecticut. It's on coast, and it's a beach town, and it's awesome. And I can see Manhattan from the water.
You sound like you work for the tourism department in Connecticut.
But I love it. It's so easy to get into the city. It's a beautiful day. I got last minute tickets to go see Sexual Misconduct in the Middle Class down at Audible Theater.
Okay, Andrew, you're taking all my questions. You got to ask me what brings you to New York City? Just answer the for me. So,
And a visiting friend who just bought a place here.
so the simple question would be, how many times have you been to New York City? 4 times that you can count, or is it like less than 10?
4 times a week. Yeah,
Okay. When was the last time you were here?
probably a month ago.
Okay. So back in Connecticut, what do people think about New York City in general? Back in Connecticut.
They love it.
They love it?
Yeah.
You would lie to me now.
I wouldn't lie to you.
Okay. What do they think
I mean,
about
it's one of the reasons we live there is that we can come here and we don't have to live here.
It's in the there though. What do they think about New Yorkers? They go back in Connecticut. Good or bad?
They're okay.
Okay.
You know, yeah, no, it's certainly nice, but, of course this is this other, reputation that sometimes New Yorkers are a little tough.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what we're asking.
But everybody's cultured, and that's what the benefit of it is. And,
Okay.
and we love diversity there. You guys love it here, and that's what makes the world go round.
Well, here's one of my favorite questions. How well do you know New York City?
Fairly well.
Okay, so you know it's not
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been to all 5 boroughs?
Yes, I actually have.
Bronx or Yankee Stadium?
I have not been to Yankee Stadium.
Bronx too?
I've been to Bronx Zoo. I've been to Bronx Zoo. I've been to the Botanical Gardens. I've been to I've
Okay.
been, yeah.
What about Brooklyn? Where you been? Well, you know Brooklyn.
I've been to Williamsburg.
Okay.
I've been to Dumbo.
Okay. Brooklyn Bridge?
I've walked the Brooklyn Bridge a number of times.
All right.
I've been to the one.
Okay. Here's the
In fact, my mom passed away
Okay.
the same night as, or the night after Queen Elizabeth.
Okay.
And the city was lit up like crazy.
Okay.
And I was looking out over the Brooklyn Bridge. I was at, I think it's called the 17th Street. There was a concert going on.
Okay.
And as I got the word that she had passed away, I looked across the river and there's the welcome sign that's lit up. And I thought, what a sign. They just welcomed her to heaven.
There you go. This is New York for you. So I got
New York for you.
So we got Brooklyn, got Bronx, and Queens. Queens, we know because you probably went to Penny Airport a couple of times, not Shea Stadium or something like that. How about Staten Island? Where'd you get out there?
Been to Staten Island twice.
Twice. Okay. Pass through or you stopped in?
Yeah, I passed through.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. If you're going from...
But I've been to Roosevelt Island.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Governor's Island?
Governor's Island.
Okay, so you've been around. So here's the question I got for you. Now that you really know New York City pretty good, what do you think about New York City? Good or bad?
No, I mean, I literally live 5 minutes from a train station.
Okay.
And I will decide 15 minutes in advance where I'm coming.
All right, one more question. What do you think about New York? Really? New York?
New Yorkers are great.
Why'd you move here then?
Well, because I'm a nature lover and I like being outside and I love seeing the water.
Andrew, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right,
Okay,
bye-bye.
bye.
Oh, who do we have here today? Okay, you are from where originally?
Israel.
Where in Israel?
Jews.
Okay. How long have you been here in New York City?
11 years.
Okay, and what made you pick New York City to come to?
What is it become to?
No, when you came from Israel, you came to New York City?
Yeah.
Why did you pick New York City to come live to?
My mom's job.
Sorry?
My mom's job.
Okay. And so far, in the time that you've been here in New York City, what do you think about New York?
It's a good city.
Okay?
Yeah.
What do you like about it the most?
The people, the buildings,
Okay? And the question I'm going to have for you is, back in Israel, when you came here, what do people in Israel, this Jerusalem, think of New York City?
they think it's a good city.
Okay?
Because it's pretty similar with
Okay, good.
with some of the not history, but like they're both historic and like cool cities, famous cities. I guess.
What do people in Israel think of New Yorkers?
They think they're good people for the most part.
For the most part. Okay. So, in the time that you've been living here, what do you think of New Yorkers?
They're good people. Good people.
Okay. Now, you've been here 11 years?
Yeah, love them.
Okay. How well do you know New York City?
Pretty well.
Okay. Have you been to all 5 boroughs?
Yeah.
Okay. Bronx? Yes. Yankee Stadium?
Yeah.
Okay. Where else in the Bronx? Bronx Zoo?
Yeah.
Botanical Gardens?
No.
No. Okay. Beltway Park?
No.
Okay.
Usually stay in the city.
Okay. Well, that's part of the city now.
Manhattan.
Okay. What about Brooklyn?
Brooklyn. Yeah, I've been there a lot.
Okay. Queens, we know because that's where the airport is.
Yeah.
Shea Stadium or City Field. Okay. A couple other things over there. What about Staten Island? How many times have you been out there?
Less than 5.
Less than 5. I'm going to take a guess. You probably went on the Staten Island Ferry.
Yeah.
Okay. So, out of the 5 boroughs besides Manhattan, which would be your favorite borough?
I'd say probably Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Okay. So, a couple of questions for you. What are you going to be doing the rest of today while you're in Manhattan since you live here?
Today I'm actually going to see my girlfriend right now.
Okay. You're sitting in Manhattan?
She lives on Long Island.
Okay, so you got to go out to Long Island to see your girlfriend.
No, here.
Oh, okay. And if you go back to Israel, or at least you tell people back here, what would you tell them now about New York City? That How do you live here?
I tell them that it's a pretty good city. I mean, most of the things they say is pretty nice about New York. So,
What would you tell them about New Yorkers? Now you live here, now that you are a New Yorker.
I tell them that good people, good city, a good community, like Israel as a community, New York as its community, so good communities.
All right. What do we have here today?
My name's Beth Royer.
Beth, where are you from?
I live in Heinsberg, Vermont.
Is that anywhere near Montpelier?
It is north of Montpelier, yeah. Most people, if they know where Vermont is, are aware of maybe one place. Yeah, we're like 30 minutes north, I'd say.
So what brings you to New York City today?
I came down because I have a good friend that lives here that I don't get to see as much since I moved further north. And I'm going to go see my mom perform tomorrow in Philly, so it was on the way.
Okay, so how many days you gonna be here over here?
Maybe 36. No, 48 hours. Like today, I'll be, yeah,
Short stay.
not super long.
When was the last time you were here in New York City?
It's a good question, and I think I was here for half a minute because I like to travel by train.
Okay.
I was here last spring.
So about a year.
Yes.
Where you been?
It's a dangerous place to be because it's easy to shop here. It's easy to spend money.
Okay, that's a funny
So I like to stay in the hills.
Well, you say dangerous. I was going to ask a question.
Yeah.
What do people back in Vermont think about New York City?
Oh, it's like a cultural capital and a place to go when you need your city fix. Because what do we have to look at? Nature, which is amazing.
Who do we have here today?
My name is Karen Chupa.
Karen, where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from Connecticut, but I lived in New York for a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What got you to move from Connecticut to New York City?
Well, I came here to see Broadway shows and visit, and I said that's where I want to live.
Okay. So the people back in Connecticut, what part of Connecticut, by the way?
It's like 50 minutes from here.
Okay. Like New Haven, not Hartford. Closer to
No.
New Haven, somewhere around there.
Closer to New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do people back in that part of Connecticut think of New York City? Last time you asked.
They think it's dangerous.
Okay.
Dangerous.
Okay.
I'm in here all the time. I mean, you gotta be on your game.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta look around and make sure whatever. But it's important.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do they think of New Yorkers? People back in your part of Connecticut.
I'm not really sure. They don't tell me because I consider myself a New Yorker.
I know. They
Yeah.
ask you
Yeah.
though. You'd be a good person to ask, right? That's what I'm asking.
I mean, I think they're surprised when they come here that people are more polite than they thought they would be.
So it's not everything. Don't believe everything you see, right?
More about what you hear than what you see.
You live here in New York City. What's on your itinerary today?
I'm going to do a little shopping.
Okay.
I sell real estate here, so I'm going to do a little business.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to ask a silly question. How well do you know New York City as far as all 5 boroughs?
I know Brooklyn
Okay.
and a
Definitely
little bit,
Manhattan.
a
Definitely
little bit
Manhattan.
of Queens,
Okay.
but mostly Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the Bronx? You've been up there a couple
I
times,
have
right?
been to the Bronx. Yes. Yes.
I'm going to take a guess. Yankee Stadium, Bronx Zoo, Botanical
Yes.
Gardens.
Yes.
Okay.
And I also dated someone from the Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like how you put that in there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that bad?
No, it's a good thing. What about Staten Island? How many times you been out there?
Staten Island. I've been there maybe, I don't know, 3 times or
You
so.
know, every time I ask that question, nobody,
Yeah.
they say the same that they can count on
Yeah.
one hand.
Yeah.
You probably went on the Staten Island Ferry too.
Exactly.
Okay, so I got a couple more questions for you.
All right.
For everybody back in Connecticut, now you've been here for more than a minute, what would you tell them about New York City, good or bad?
I think there's a lot of culture here. It's very diversified. People are all together and they're collective energy here. It's not so much about separatism.
Here's the payoff. What do you think about New York City? What do you tell people about New York City residents, New Yorkers?
New Yorkers are, I mean, they could appear aloof in the beginning, but they're really very good-hearted and warm-hearted people.
I mean, just like you.
Just like me. That's right. Yes.
All right. everything.